Scribe.
You do realize you're supposed to help me navigate, right? Nerd, you still awake? Enough to grunt. Not enough to form meaningful sentences. I get it, really. The party must have sapped all the energy out of you. I still think this counts as progress, you know? During freshman year, you wouldn't even step out of your dorm room after class unless there was, like, an emergency. Wouldn't take anything short of a campus-wide zombie apocalypse to get you to come out. Actually, nerd, would staying inside be better during a zombie apocalypse? Purely hypothetical, I mean. I think I've spent far too long with you. Now I've even started talking about the same things as you. Oh, for shame. How I've fallen. You always do this sort of thing, you know? Derail the conversation. What was I even talking about? Ah. Thanks. That was, very coherent. But yeah, progress. You really have come a long way. Now, in our senior year, you only grumble a couple of times before ultimately caving in and letting me drag you along to a party or a football match or an ice cream date or any social event, really. Not bad. Not bad at all, nerd. What was that? Oh, caught that one, did you? I meant ice cream hangout, not date. Not like a date, I mean. Come on, loser. You and me? Yeah, right. You could think of it as a pity date if you really want, I guess. Hey, are you okay? You seem a bit out of it. I was only just teasing you. I always do, and I know you secretly like it when I'm kind of mean. Admit it. Or at least, don't look so broken. You're distracting me. Yeah, I have to get you home safe, don't I? And because you're almost knocked out, I have to drive and use Google Maps all on my own. I've never really been to your house before, and you're not helping. Yeah, whatever. Just try not to hit your head on the dashboard or something, okay? Could you speak up? It's kinda cute when you make those sleepy little noises, but I'm afraid it's really hard to, like... Well, duh. Of course I think you're still a loser. You're my loser. Look, don't worry about it too much, okay? Because I wouldn't be spending so much of my time on you if I didn't like you. Yeah, I do like you. Don't make this weird dork. I just think you're pretty fun to be around, you know? I like your vibe. You're really cool, even if you deny it. Embarrassed? No. I'm not embarrassed to be with you. Dude, you're like one of my closest friends at this point. I'm being serious. We're popular, yeah? And? How does that change anything? I decide whom to keep in my social circle, okay? And I've decided that I want you around. So, if you want out now, it's too late. I'm not letting you hide away in the darkness of your pitiful little dorm room anymore. it's not that bad? Whatever you say, babe. Aw, no. I didn't hate the time I walked into your room. I mean, the anime posters on your walls and the paw print body pillow was a bit of a surprise. But no, I didn't hate it. It was kind of nice, just sitting on your bed and hanging out while you were being all meek and blushy. Your face was redder than the sunset, babe. You were so embarrassed, but it's fine. I don't blame you. I'm honored to be the first girl to ever visit your room. I know I pushed you around a little bit and picked on you, and I still do, with zero guilt, but I want you to know that's only because you caught my attention. I was quite intrigued, you know? Of course you don't. You're denser than lead. I have to explain everything, don't I? Well, let's just say I was bored and I needed well, I don't want to say plaything because that makes me look like a certain kind of... but I just needed someone to tease. Someone whose buttons I could push, banter with, maybe even flirt with them a bit. It was all casual and for fun, you know? I wanted to find somebody who'd make class just a little less boring. And then you crashed into me and made me drop my textbooks. And you apologized and all quite profusely too, but I couldn't let such carelessness slide. So, I decided I'd just... what's the word? Excuse me? What are you mumbling about? I can't Oh, that's totally not the word. I didn't bully you. I just called you names and tripped you in the hallways and manipulated you into writing my assignments for me. And I did accidentally hose you at cold water on that trip to the beach while my friend Eren, for some reason, happened to be recording from her phone, and I didn't bully you. No, that was just... fine, whatever. We didn't post the video or share it with anyone, you know? And I did bring you a dry set of clothes afterwards, too, because I felt bad. Don't act like it was all that terrible. I know you like it when I get assertive. You're into girls who like to take charge, aren't you? Loser. How cute. I have a reputation around campus for being a little mean. You know, there's that whole stereotype with popular girls. But I don't usually tease someone to this extent. You're pretty much the only guy I've bullied, you know? I don't know exactly why it is. I enjoy invading your personal space, but even back then, I could tell that you were lonely. You didn't have a lot of friends, you ate your lunch alone, and you didn't really talk with other people, or rather, they didn't talk with you. I couldn't really understand why. You're really easy to talk to. The more we talked, the more I began to want to be around you. I didn't like seeing you sad. You were careful to always put on a brave face for the world, but you can't pretend with me. You should never pretend with me. You're my best friend, and nobody wants to be lonely forever. I don't, and I don't think you do either. I wanted to take you under my wing, to make college somewhat exciting for you, It only happens once after all. You shouldn't waste these years. Yeah. That's kind of why I always made you sit beside me during lectures. Made you sit at our table during lunch. I even shared my sandwiches with you. It's why I always drag you along to the shopping malls and movie theaters and cafes and, well, basically all over the city, let's be real. It's like I said. I don't want to see you sad. It bothers me seeing you upset. I don't like it. Do you remember that one time when you told me you didn't mind me bullying you? That I was the only one you felt about in that way? And yeah, I know I laughed out loud and then ruffled your hair and walked away. But I did keep thinking about it afterwards. You said that because you enjoyed my attention, didn't you? Nerd? Did you just nod yes? Or are you asleep? I really can't tell which is which. So, you did fall asleep. How lovely of you to just crash on my shoulder like this. Totally not rude or inappropriate. It's too late though. If you wanted to snuggle, you should have just made a move earlier. We've arrived. I know my shoulders are comfy, but come on, you have to get up. Let's get you back home. Quit groaning and get moving. Come on, nerd. Hey. Wakey, wakey. Up you get. Come on now, babe. Are you even listening to me? Hey, nerd, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Nerd. Boop. Whatever. You can't sleep on my shoulder. I don't mind, but this just doesn't feel right. If you want to sleep, then you should sleep on my lap. Good boy. You look cute while you're sleeping, like a little baby. Cute and so vulnerable. Completely helpless to save yourself from whatever I want to do with you. And you know me. I can be very cruel. Which is why I'll just keep playing with your hair. And kiss your face. While all you can do is rest your head on my thighs. Dreaming of me? You are dreaming of me, right? Else I'll get really angry and probably feel a little guilty about taking advantage of you like this. Is that a smile I spy? You really are dreaming of me, aren't you? Perv. It's only fair I get to do this then. Is it not? Loser. My loser. My silly little baby. All mine. There's something I have to confess. We're at the wrong address. You know how Google Maps can get sometimes. I did bring you home, but I brought you to my home. I just figured we could get to know each other a little better this way. You know? It's nice. Snuggling next to you in my bed. Under my blankets. Seeing your face when you wake up in the morning, all wrapped up in my arms. What do you think? You really can't give me an answer while you're sleeping. But I don't think you'd be too opposed to that. And if you are, well, I could always tie you to my bed and just keep you here until I get a confession of true love out of you. I take such good care of you. Give you little treats when you're good for me. Feed you all your meals. Cuddle up next to you every night. I'm resting my head on your chest. Nuzzling into your neck. And leaving little kisses. And whispering in your ears about how much I care about you. How happy you make me whenever I see you. Whenever I think of you. What do you think, babe? That wouldn't be terribly mean of me now, would it? Good boy. I'm gonna train you to be the best boyfriend ever. Nerd, you still there? All sprawled out on my bed. I see. Did you seriously doze off again? It's weird, you know. You were conscious enough to let me walk you into my house and bring you up the stairs. Okay, maybe partly drag you up the stairs, but you helped. And now you've passed out again. You're in your crush's bedroom. Are you sure all you want to do is sleep? What are you mumbling about again? Never mind. I know you well enough by now. If you were awake, you'd probably deny having a crush on me. But like, come on, dude. Not everyone is as dense as you. Hell, I don't think anyone is. I know, Eren knows, all my other friends know, and probably the whole college. Whatever, though, I guess it kind of helps in a way that you're asleep. And I actually gave you time to gather your wits. What little you have in the way of wit, loser. I gave you time while I went to take a shower. You could have gotten up from bed, splashed some water on your face, maybe even suggested we watch Netflix or play Monopoly, and I'd have been disappointed, but I'd have gone along with it. But as they say, you snooze, you lose. And boy, did you snooze. So now, I get to do what I originally intended. You're probably wondering if you should be worried. Well, you're cooked. So yeah, you should be worried. But knowing you, you'll enjoy this next part almost as much as me. Maybe even more so. Oh, did the little nerd say something? Are you trying to ask No, what are you going to do with me? Let me go, please. Is that it? Is that what you wanted to say? Well, you're not going anywhere, dork. And you know why? Because I bought these ropes. I planned ahead of time. You see, I wish I could see the look on your face right now. Your eyes wide with fear and anticipation, thrill. Because you know I'm going to do whatever I want to you. Because you know, deep down, you wish I'd do whatever I want to you. You like giving up control to me. You like being powerless in front of me. Because I know what I'm doing. And because I care about you. Quite deeply, in fact. And this is more than just a game to me. It's securing commitment from someone I like very, very, oh so very much. Don't worry. These ropes are soft and silky, and they won't chafe your wrists and ankles. They're meant to be worn for long stretches of time. And you know what's the best part? They're pink. All right now. Be a good boy and behave. You're going to be so good for me as I tie these ropes, aren't you? Of course you are. You're only half awake, docile and drooling while dreaming of me. Just the way I like you. First, your right arm, secured to one bedpost. I just have to loop this rope around your wrist and forearm, and then around the bedpost. So, stay still, sweetie. Whoa. Your hand is really soft for a guy. I know there's the whole stereotype about women liking a guy with rough hands, but I never saw the appeal in that. Yours are so soft as I trace shapes on them with a long fingernail. Does it tickle? As much as I wish to keep going, I should really focus on the task at hand. You might fully wake up otherwise. You know, it's actually quite easy to tie a guy to your bed with ropes. I only watched a couple of YouTube tutorials. Well, they obviously didn't cover the entire process, from slipping a mouse sedative in his drink and then driving him home and then getting him in your bed. Gosh, they get you demonetized faster than you can say mommy. But they sure taught me how to tie a knot effectively. Alright, there we go. One pesky appendage secured. 3 more to go. Now let's do your left arm, sweetie. You know, Eren and I went to get pedicures the other day at this cute little salon that opened up on the East Line not too long ago. And I told her so much about you. She already knows that I kind of have a thing for you. Shall we say, mostly out of pity because I don't want your love for me to go unrequited. But anyway, she thinks quite highly of you. No, left arm, stop trying to get away from me. I'm only halfway done, silly thing. Just let me tie you up and tell my story in peace, okay? So, anyway, Eren, she thinks really highly of you. Not in a, oh, he's so cool and awesome kind of way. Of course not. You practically walk around with a neon sign that reads, "I'm a loser, please step on me." What Eren thinks, though, is that you'll make a great boyfriend. obedient, cute, vulnerable, well-mannered, shy, maybe a bit of a wimp, and nice, really nice. She approves of you. I suppose you could say she... What's the term you dorks use? She ships us. And your left arm's all done. Nice and snug in these pretty pink robes. It's not going anywhere. Like you. Now for your feetsies. Just hold on, sweetie. This won't take long. Oh, would you look at that? Still raining outside. Ooh, it's probably going to be raining all night. The streets will be full of puddles come morning. Oh, I hope you don't mind that I'm tying your left foot first. That way, it'll be a perfectly anti-clockwise circuit. Which is creepy that I actually just said anti-clockwise so enthusiastically. This is your fault, dweeb. Whoa. Your feet are so soft for a dude. You must take good care of these. You gotta tell me what lotion you use later. Honestly, I'm tempted to just scribble my nails all over your feetsies. But that will definitely jolt you awake, huh? Maybe later. Once you're all tied up and secured. Must not get distracted. Okay. Finally, for your right leg. I'm almost done, babe. You've been so good for me so far. I wonder what I'm doing in your dream. It better be something indecent. This probably comes as a shock to you, but trust me. If you knew half of the things I imagined us doing, why, you'd probably run for the hills. And I'd just catch you again, of course. God forbid a girl have fantasies. Around your ankle, the rope goes gentle but firm. Around the post, it loops before coming back. Bit of rope for the base of your toes. Damn, whoever made these cut no corners. Definitely cut the rope for your toes smaller than the rest, though. Just fits so much better that way. Round and round the rope goes, like a curious little snake, looping around your toes. And between, back again, to the bedpost. Give it a little pull. Hook gently through the circle right here, and there. All done. I've done quite a thorough job, if I do say so for myself. Wouldn't you agree? Of course you would, if you could see. But since at least I can see my handiwork, let me step back for a moment and get a good look at you. Perfect. Gosh, you look so good in pink. But there's one little piece remaining. I've got to put something over your mouth, so you don't wake up the neighbors with your screaming once you're more lucid. I was originally thinking of a ball gag, but they only had the bigger ones. Your jaw will feel quite sore in the morning if I leave one of those in all night. I think this is better. Thick, sticky duct tape to cover your mouth. Multiple layers, of course, so any incoherent mumbling you make gets nicely muffled. And your jaw won't hurt one bit. It might sting a bit when I pull these off later, though. But, oh well, you can't have everything in life. You, meaning you, that is. I just take whatever I want. Maybe I can make a tiny slit and then slip in a straw to feed you something refreshing. like a strawberry smoothie, or a strawberry shake, or a strawberry mojito, or just cold water if you don't want strawberries. They'll keep you hydrated. And I don't have to take off the duct tape for a couple more days. I suppose we'll decide later depending on how well behaved you are. For now, though, I'm all done. I hope you don't mind that the tape is pink, too. I mean, you're not really in a position to complain. And it just goes so well with the theme, you know? Oh gosh. I really need to click some pictures. You still got some lipstick on. Guess what shade it is? Pink. You're looking really good, nerd. Now to commemorate this. Cheese! Okay, another one. Now your head is propped up a bit on my pillow, so it looks like you're leaning into my chest. And I've got my arm around your shoulder. This looks so wholesome. Cheese. Okay, one more. Now I'm going to bring my lips to your other cheek and just... There we go. My lips actually left quite a prominent impression. I think your face might just work better than a napkin to rub off my lipstick. I'll be sure to remember that in the future. Your face is going to be absolutely precious when you wake up in the morning. I cannot wait to gaze into your eyes. But I will. I've waited for this long to get you. I'm a very patient woman. Don't worry about the photos, by the way. I won't be posting them anywhere or using them to blackmail you. Please, I have standards. These will just be for me to look at when I'm not with you, so I may always remember this moment fondly. Although, I'll be with you most of the time because we're a couple now. I'm not just your bully anymore. I'm your girlfriend. Do you remember what I said in the car about resting my head on your chest? Well, as your new girlfriend, I think it'd be more than appropriate. So, if it's alright with you. This is even more better than I imagined it would be. I can hear your heartbeat. So soft and gentle. So peaceful. I want to think it's because, on some level, in your dreams and your memories, your sense of touch, you realize I'm here. And that comforts you and puts you at ease. I really hope that's true. It makes me feel a strange warmth in my heart. I like being able to comfort you. My hair is still wet from the shower. I'm sorry about that, by the way. I should have dried off before getting to you. But I was just so eager, you know? And I still smell like lilac and lavender. You'll smell just like me when you wake up. It's like I'm marking you, in a way. I want to look at your face again. You look really cute. Sleeping away so serenely. I realize all of this will take a lot of explaining. I practically kidnapped you. But I did it out of love. Really. We had become the best of friends, hadn't we? You went exploring together all over the city. I know I can be mean sometimes, but please don't let that push you away. Please. I promise. I'm going to take good care of you. All these ropes and tapes and driving you home, they were just the means to the end. All I really wanted, in the end, was you. All I really want is you, my darling. Don't panic when you wake up, alright? I'm going to be right here. I'm always going to be right here. I promise.